Alright guys, as always with these kind of videos, my goal is to help you all discover some brand new games that you didn't know existed, especially with this video right here. We're gonna be concentrating on the very secretive upcoming games that some have very little information to them, but they are definitely among my most anticipated games, just because of its potential and who is making it. Before we start, make sure you guys drop a like on this video to give some support. It's pretty hard to find all of these games I share on the channel. First off, we have the upcoming game from Embark Studios, which the only footage we have is this 9-second gameplay from Twitter, which is not in high resolution by the way. Why am I talking about this game? Well, first of all because it looks great from this little gameplay, and second because it is being made by Embark Studios. Embark Studios is a brand new company which consists of a lot of former key DICE workers who previously worked on Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, 3, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and so on. It also includes Patrick Soderlund, who was former CEO of DICE itself. There's a lot of big guns for this project. This game will be a third-person free-to-play PvP open-world project with photorealistic graphics. About a year ago, Embark Studios also shared what they had accomplished with their engine for their upcoming games, so we can definitely expect this project to look absolutely beautiful from this video. Patrick also announced that this title has moved into full production. He went on to talk about Embark's design philosophy with this new title. Our ambition with this game is to combine new and old genres with groundbreaking technical innovation into something unique and consequential. And now coming to a point where all this work is starting to manifest itself as a real game is really exciting. Embark will provide further details in the weeks to come, which is kind of soon. Whenever it gets officially revealed, count me in to cover it on the channel. It looks pretty ambitious. Next up, we have Warhammer 40k Darktide. This one is in my most anticipated. Being a fan of both Warhammer Vermintide 2 and Space Hulk Deathwing, seeing something like this is a dream come true, and for any FPS fans too. The game had its official teaser trailer in July at the Xbox event, and up until now we do not have any new information from it. Man, am I excited to see some gameplay from this. Here's the only description we have for Darktide. Fight together with your friends against hordes of enemies in this new Warhammer 40k experience. From the developers of the best-selling and award-winning co-op action franchise Vermintide, Warhammer 40k Darktide is a visual 4-player co-op action game set in the hive city of Tertium. In the depths of the Hyde, the seeds of corruption threaten an overwhelming tide of darkness. A heretical cult known as the Admonition seeks to seize control of the planet Atoma Prime and lay waste to its inhabitants. It is up to you and your allies in the Inquisition to root out the enemy before the city succumbs to chaos. I cannot wait to see more of this. It's like a mix of horror and FPS. Next up, we have Everywhere. Everywhere is another game that we almost have nothing to show or talk about, but its premise and the developers working on it could hype some people up. Everywhere is being told to be an open world game that will feature seamless cooperative multiplayer, and that many are saying will be kind of similar to a life simulator, but on the more violent side. Something like the game Identity, which is also told to be a life simulator, where you can be a bandit, police officer, designer, drug dealer, you know the drill, just everything. Well, it failed pretty hard, just like the game Raw, which turned out to be a scam. Well, Everywhere could be the true life simulator we've been waiting for. It's being developed by Build a Rocket Boy company, which is a studio founded in 2017 by the former president of Rockstar North, creators of GTA 5, and also the lead producer on the Grand Theft Auto series, Leslie Benzies, until his departure before Build a Rocket Boy was founded in 2017. The work on Everywhere began in 2017 with 3 ex-Rockstar North employees, with the studio team expanding over the years to more than 400 people, which is crazy. Out of all the people who I wanted to work on a life simulator game, those are the perfect ones. Ex-GTA developers who knows what they're doing. I really hope they can pull this off. Everywhere is set to run on Unreal Engine 4, and that the tech available is doing wonders for this game. No footage have been released yet from this game, but count me in to cover it when we have. Next up is 06 Behind Enemy Lines, what is said to be a true tactical shooter experience. So 06 is a tactical third-person shooter based on teamwork and realistic combat. You'll experience a modern combat scenario where the emphasis lies on outsmarting your enemy. It combines the tactical elements from a third-person perspective with the action-packed shooting mechanics of an FPS game. The game will feature an objective-oriented multiplayer where tactical decision-making and team play is key. You'll be facing a dynamic experience featuring close quarters combat as well as more open areas. Your actions can influence how the next rounds start, so players will constantly need to adapt their approach. There's also going to be a campaign. The player will experience a dark and gritty story that revolves around a Spec Ops unit, which is loosely based on the Navy SEAL Team 6. Besides the single-player campaign, the game will feature a competitive multiplayer. Various tactical and team-oriented game modes will be included. The developers are putting a strong emphasis on one life per round game modes. These are designed to run at a slower pace, meaning you will more commonly walk and pick corners instead of sprinting and jumping around corners. I cannot wait to see its official gameplay reveal. Finally, we have Black Myth Wukong. Now this one isn't a secret anymore, I think most people know about it, but this game came out of nowhere and is said to be going dark for a pretty long time, until its developers are satisfied with the product. Black Myth is looking like one of the best surprises of the last few years, a perfect mix of Souls-like combat with Ghost of Tsushima for example. While we don't have many specific details about Black Myth's story at this time, we know it is based on the classic Chinese tale Journey to the West, one of the 4 masterpieces of classical Chinese literature. Wukong, the main character, is known for his incredible speed and strength, as well as the ability to transform into tons of different animals and objects, each having unique combat abilities or stealth abilities. Some of them were displayed in the gameplay trailer for Black Myth, like the giant werewolf. He also wields a magical black iron staff that can grow in size or shrink based on its owner's commands. The game has been in development for about 2 years, with the developer's goal of releasing it no later than 3 years from now. The finished product will be at least 15 hours long in its campaign, with players facing off against a total of 100 different enemy types, each different on their own. Furthermore, players can choose how they play the game. Wukong can utilize many different attacks, transformations, and playstyles in his quest to help a traveling monk deliver a sacred scroll in a darker retelling of the classic Journey to the West tale. Black Myth Wukong is the first of 3 planned Black Myth games, each one drawing on different Chinese tales. The developers want to create a Chinese Black Myth universe similar to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Alright guys, definitely make sure to let me know which game you are most excited for in the comments below, as well as dropping a like for more videos like these. Of course, subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks to Themistocles, Signo23 and Kian Zolfagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for 99 cents only. It'll help me and the channel as a whole to give you more and better videos.